We got to do better, Chicago. We got to do better. There has been a series of smash and grabs in a lot of Chicago neighborhoods and business places, and the people want to know, what is anyone going to do about this crime in Chicago? Let's tune into the video and see what's going on in these streets.
Good evening. The latest break-in happened just this morning around 2:30. Chicago police are connecting 3 guys with more than 30 of these break-ins, targeting mostly hardware and building supply companies. And there is one clue you're about to see that could help catch them. On North Kilpatrick, secure changes are afoot. Cameras, concrete barriers, and bricks to stop a bevy of break-ins.
Do whatever we have to do.
For decades, Jeff Kowarski's hardware supply business has thrived in this neighborhood. Last July, though, the first break-in. Then in March, 4 times in a row, the same crew, he believes, pushing their way in with stolen vehicles and taking off with what they can, including thousands of dollars in power tools. Chicago police sending out a new alert today, connecting that same crew of 3 guys to more than 30 break-ins on the north and northwest sides from January until March, including...
Y'all heard that? Over 30 different break-ins from the same crew in Chicago. It's terrible, terrible, terrible stuff going on out there in the streets. Terrible, terrible stuff. At the end of the day, you can put it how you want. You can say how you want, what you feel about the situation. You can say these people were desperate. They needed the money. They needed this. They needed that. The love of money is the root of all evil, and it will really make you do some crazy stuff. It'll make you do some crazy stuff. It'll make you throw away your entire life. Your entire life. And it's not that serious. How do we think this is going to end? You think that they're just going to sell all their stuff and they're going to get rich and live happily ever after? No, they're going to be in jail. Once they get caught, they're going to be in jail for a very long time. And these hardworking people who are trying to make a living, who are trying to sell tools for a living, who are trying to build their businesses in Chicago, can't even do that. It's not okay. Let's continue.
Here in the 4300 block of North Lincoln, and the latest just this weekend, 2 on Sunday morning in the 3000 block of North Cicero at 4:40 a.m. and minutes later on Kilpatrick.
Where there's a will, there's a way. You know, if they want to get in bad enough.
Since March, they have replaced doors and beefed up security, their cameras capturing each break-in. Even this morning when they came back again, this time they could not make it into the warehouse. But one thing they've noticed, take a look. One of the 3 guys always wears those Adidas striped track pants. The same pants they noticed on a guy who was walking past after the initial break-ins in March, snapping a pic as repairs were underway.
There's only so many times.
Y'all see that? They don't even care if they get caught. They're not even thinking of ways to make this unobvious to the people. They are doing it on blunt, wide open, in your face camera. They don't care. These are not normal people. This is not good behavior. Let's continue, man.
Times you can do this before you decide to close up and find a beach somewhere.
He says with the break-ins coming on so fast, it is demoralizing and defeating in a city he loves.
They have to do something. The city has to put their foot down and do something. It's just not okay. They're going to have no business in the city. They'll have no people in the city with what's going on the streets of Chicago. They got to do something. They got to get tough on this.
And Chicago police believe at least one of these men may be armed, so they urge you to call 911 or have an online tip at cpdtip.com.
Listen, y'all. It's going to get depressing if you could watch this stuff 24/7 in Chicago. You can literally watch it all day long, every single day. Just type in Chicago crime. Just type in Chicago crime. Whether it's gang violence, whether it's robberies, whether it's police beatings, it is all evil. It is all evil. We got to do better, Chicago. We got to do better.